And welcome back to the Cabbage Patch. I'm Dad.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Gus.
And today we played Honor of the Samurai. Right. It's a game about 16th century Japan where we each have control over a samurai
And a daimyo.
and a daimyo. And we're vying to be the shogun and win the most honor points by building the best army and attacking and assassinating and doing all the stuff that we need to do as often as we need to do it in order to get to 400 honor points. So, the game is a card game, right? Where each of you gets a samurai card and then a random daimyo card. And then you play on your turn 2 cards, right? And the number of card actions you can take on your turn is actually determined by the value of key that you have. So in this one's got a value of 1 plus 6. And for every 3 key, you get 1 card action. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you start off with everybody getting 2 card actions. As you play new cards, like Gus played this card, which is the Honored Wife, which gives him an additional 3 key. And as soon as he played that, he got an extra card action that turn and every turn thereafter. So the goal of the game is to get to 400 honor points. And you do that by playing cards that have honor as part of their thing, making sure that you're constantly associated with a daimyo. And you start off associated with one. But as you can see from Gus's playing board, he's not associated with one. His daimyo got killed.
I think by me.
By Tommy, but then he decided to ally with Tommy's daimyo.
And then later on, I dishonored him, and he lost 30.
Well, we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that in a second. So the only way for Gus to get these honor points was to ally with somebody or to have his own daimyo in play, right? So there's a lot of stuff that happens on a turn. In your 2 card actions, you can play a ninja assassin and kill another player. You can play a ninja spy and steal something from another player. Or you can just simply play armies or daimyo cards or
wives or
swords master cards or ancestors sword cards. Both of them managed to play an ancestor sword card, or honored wives or castles or anything like that. And all of those things improve your chances of winning the next battle.
Along with the house guard, he prevents against ninjas.
Along with the house guard, which will help you defend against ninja assassins. So getting to 400 honor points is actually kind of hard. I think the game took 35 minutes, which is not too long. It's a pretty short game for one of our board games. What did you like about it, Thomas?
I liked the getting stuff.
Getting stuff?
Yeah.
I think you get a little bit of an engine going, right? So as soon as you're the shogun, you get points every turn. But that's
and it's good, and you should probably have like
a lot of guys to defend yourself, because as soon as you're the shogun, everybody can attack you. Right?
Unless they just want to leech off of you and suck your
points away, like Gus was doing for most of his turns. So he was at 330 and you got to 400. So he would have won the next turn. Right? Or thereabouts. You're very close. I was only at 150 or so. So I was definitely in third place in that game. But you play cards, you discard cards, watch the playthrough to see how it goes. It's a really cool game. It's a really old game. I think it was made in 1996. So none of the YouTube videos that I watched were actually particularly useful in telling me how to play. We had to play it once, and then I had to reread the instructions to figure out what I did wrong. And we did a couple things wrong in our first playthrough. Castles can only go to the daimyos. You can't have any number of armies in play, but you can only have up to 5 other resources it's not entirely clear what those are. So there's some rules that aren't clear from the rulebook. But I really liked this game. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't love it, but I really liked it. I think it'll be better with a higher player count. So our 3-player game turned into am I going to screw Tommy? Is Tommy going to screw Gus? Is Gus going to screw me?
I decided to screw Gus just a little bit.
You decided to screw Gus just a little bit.
So he wouldn't win before me.
So that he wouldn't win before you. Yeah, so that you can do that. And there's lots of intrigue. Cool game. What did you like, Gus?
It's just a fun game.
It's just a fun game. Not anything particular about it was fun.
No.
Well, you've done really well the 2 times we played it. You nearly won both times. So, I like these dice. These dice are cool. They're regular 6-sided dice, except for instead of pips, they've got cool little symbols on them. So that's a 1. That's a 4. That's a 5. And the dice are used when you battle each other, right? So you can only battle somebody that's either the shogun or has a castle. So you can't just battle me if I've got none of that stuff. And I had none of that stuff in my game. All I had were a couple of armies and a samurai. I started out strong, but I ended up failing. But you can watch our playthrough to see how that went. All right, I think we're ready to give it a score. You ready to give it a score? All right, what are you going to give it?
A solid 2.
Solid 2. You?
3.
3? I'm going to give it a solid 2 as well. So we're going to give it a total of 7, I think.
Yeah.
A 7 cabbage game. It's fun. We're going to play this at game night sometime when we've got more than just the 3 of us. Cool? All right, you ready for the outro?
Subscribe, like, hit that bell, Tommy.
Leave comments if you wish.
Eat plenty of cabbages, not all stuff.
Because we are samurai cabbages.
And we have no honor.
So
Goodbye.
watch your shins.
Watch your shins because the samurai cabbages will get you. All right, thanks so much.